In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NBA preseason games happening on October 8th, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 NBA preseason games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. San Antonio Spurs versus Miami Heat. Miami gets the nod. San Antonio's ball handling is thinned by injuries, and that tilts early October possessions toward the home side's defense and wing depth. Miami's core pieces who shape this specific matchup are Bam Adebayo in the middle and 2 bigger wings, Andrew Wiggins and Norman Powell, who can pressure drives, switch, and live at the rim or line. With De'Aaron Fox sidelined and Stephen Castle dinged up, San Antonio is likely to lean more on Victor Wembanyama finishing actions and Devin Vassell's self-creation than on organized paint touches. That plays into Miami's hands, especially if Eric Spoelstra keeps the game in a half-court where Adebayo's rim deterrence is amplified. As our first pick for this matchup, the Miami Heat to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Miami's preseason opener finished 103-93, and the Heat were short in the backcourt without Tyler Herro and with Terry Rozier and Davion Mitchell limited. San Antonio's own guard absences point the same way. Early preseason rotations tend to be cautious with minutes, which suppresses pace and offensive cohesion. If Vassell goes, he gives the Spurs a needed on-ball lift, but the cumulative absences still favor a lower-scoring slog rather than a track meet. Expect a controlled tempo. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total, is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz versus Houston Rockets. Utah heads to Houston on Wednesday for preseason action, a tune-up that doubles as an early barometer for 2 very different arcs. The Rockets opened their slate with a 122-113 win over Atlanta, even with major names sidelined, while the Jazz enter with several starters listed as game-time decisions. The setting and the recent result tilt this spot toward the hosts. Houston's preseason opener offered useful signals, with Fred VanVleet out long-term, Reed Shepherd and Amen Thompson handled creation, and Alperen Sengun orchestrated from the elbows with dual big looks featuring Clint Capella and Steven Adams. Jabari Smith Jr. looked assertive attacking off the bounce. Even without Kevin Durant in uniform for the opener, Houston's tempo and interior playmaking were enough to post 122 points. Utah's availability is the swing factor. Lauri Markkanen, Walker Kessler, Kyle Filipowski, and Isaiah Collier all carried day-to-day tags as of Tuesday, and Georges Niang has a left foot stress reaction. If one or more sit or face minutes caps, Utah's spacing and rim protection take a hit. That is a rough recipe against Sengun's inside-out game and Houston's length on the glass. As our first pick for this matchup, the Houston Rockets to win and cover the spread is our full game side pick. Scoring profile leans high. Houston just cleared 120 against Atlanta and showed a willingness to run, while Utah's defense could be compromised by absences or limited minutes. Preseason rotations are volatile, which typically boosts pace late in halves and favors overs as benches trade possessions. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Celtics versus Memphis Grizzlies. Boston heads to Memphis on Wednesday, October 8th for a preseason meeting that doubles as an early health check for both clubs. Memphis is navigating multiple injuries to starters, while Boston is integrating several offseason changes and sitting a franchise star. Memphis will likely be without Jay Morant, who is week to week with a left ankle sprain sustained in practice. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been listed day-to-day with a toe issue, Brandon Clark remains out, and Zach Edey is sidelined with an ankle injury. Memphis also retooled by trading Desmond Bane to Orlando, bringing in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and draft capital. The new bench boss is Tuomas Iesalo. Boston's headline absence is Jason Tatum, who is recovering from an Achilles injury and is not expected back soon. The Celtics flipped Drew Holiday to Portland for Anthony Simons and sent Kristaps Porzingis to Atlanta in a separate deal. They also added Chris Boucher. Jaylen Brown has been listed day-to-day during ramp-up. Expect a backcourt of Derek White and Simons to carry creation duty. Grizzlies. On style, Boston has publicly targeted a faster tempo in camp, emphasizing steals to fuel transition after ranking near the bottom in pace last season. Those are coaching points and early camp signals, not established regular season metrics. Memphis, meanwhile, dropped its preseason opener and may lean on KCP, J.J. Jackson, Vince Williams Jr., and Santi Aldama to cover usage if Morant and Jackson sit. Given likely availability and continuity, Boston has the cleaner path tonight. The Celtics guard play should stress Memphis' perimeter, and the Grizzlies' shot creation takes a hit without Morant and potentially Jackson. As our first pick for this matchup, the Boston Celtics to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Boston's camp talk of playing faster is real, but preseason rotations and Memphis injuries point to uneven offense and scoring lulls. If either Morant or Jackson is ruled in, that nudges the number upward, yet the broader availability picture still favors a modest total. Totals lean under if the stars rest. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Portland Trail Blazers versus Golden State Warriors. Portland visits Golden State on Wednesday night at Chase Center in a preseason tune-up. The matchup is listed on the NBA schedule for October 8, 2025. Golden State's core is established. The team added Al Horford and kept its engine centered on Stephen Curry, with Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green rounding out the top group. Steve Kerr said he is using the preseason to experiment with rotations beyond that core, which tracked in the opener. The Warriors beat the Lakers 111-103 on Sunday, with Moses Moody hitting 5 threes in 15 minutes. DeAnthony Melton remains out to start October. Seth Curry was listed as a game-time decision for tonight, and Trace Jackson-Davis has been working through a thumb issue. Portland arrives with a reshaped backcourt and several health caveats. Drew Holiday is on the roster after a July trade, while Damian Lillard returned to the Blazers on a new deal but has said he does not expect to play this season as he rehabs his Achilles. Scoot Henderson tore his left hamstring on September 26th and was given a 4 to 8 week timeline. Robert Williams III has not yet been cleared for contact. Shadon Sharpe has been active in camp and drawing praise, and Denny Avdija remains a featured forward after last summer's trade from Washington. Holiday and Sharpe can pressure the point of attack, but Portland is short a primary creator with Henderson out and Lillard sidelined. Golden State's perimeter spacing looked sharp in Game 1, and the Butler-Green-Horford trio gives Kerr multiple switchable looks against Portland's young front line. With better shot creation, deeper shooting, and home court, Golden State grades out as the right side. As our first pick for this matchup, the Golden State Warriors to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Golden State just played to 214 points in its opener. Shot creation is strong on the home side, and Melton's on-ball defense is unavailable. Portland's young scorers should get up threes even if efficiency swings. With preseason rotations expanding the pace late, this profiles as offense-friendly. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Raptors versus Sacramento Kings. Toronto visits Sacramento on Wednesday, October 8th for a preseason tune-up at Golden One Center. It is Toronto's second exhibition after losing 112-108 to Denver on Monday, while this is Sacramento's preseason opener per the league schedule. Toronto's front line is the swing factor. Starting center Jakob Poeltl was held out Monday with back soreness and is listed as day-to-day for this game, and two-way center Ulrich Chomche is also day-to-day. If Poeltl sits or is limited, Toronto likely leans on Jonathan Mogbo, Sandro Mamukelashvili, and Olivier Sarr at the 5 against Domantas Sabonis. Sacramento's new-look core features Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan alongside Sabonis, with Dennis Schroeder at point guard. Malik Monk is day-to-day, with home court, continuity around Sabonis, and possible center advantage if Poeltl is not full go. Sacramento has the cleaner path. As our first pick for this matchup, the Sacramento Kings to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Toronto's first preseason game reached 220 combined points, and Sacramento brings multiple on-ball creators who can pressure a short-handed or experimental Raptors rotation in the middle. Early preseason games often feature looser rotations and mixed defensive lineups, which can raise variance. Given the scoring talent involved, the tilt is toward a higher number. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.